Hello guys, my name is Reyes and this is the application layer functionality and protocols. Network fundamentals chapter 3. And in this chapter we are about to discuss what are the protocols, the layers and other stuff that are in the systems or in the OSI. Then let's proceed. Objectives. Then in this chapter will define the application layer as the the destination of data for communication across the networks. It explains the role of protocols in supporting communication between servers and client classes, and describe the features of operation and use of well-known TCP or IP application layer services, HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, DNS or the Domain Name System, and SMTP or the Service Mail Transfer Protocol. Then let's proceed. Applications, the interface between human and data network. Then application provide the means of generating and receiving the data that can be transported on the network. As you can see, there are 7 OSI model: the physical layer, the data link, the network, transport, session, presentation. In physical, it somewhat transact with the data link. Then after that, we'll go to the network in order to see which is the best path for the packet to go through. Then after that, there will be transport in segmentation. Then in session, presentation, and application, it is the application layer of the OSI. Then application service and protocols have roles in converting communication to data that can be transferred across the data network. The human network generates data. The application layer services initiates the data transfer. Then, as you can see in here, the application, the software and hardware devices are. The application layer prepares human communication for transmission over the data network. Application layer is the somewhat the key in order to communicate the people to the people or to the end users. Then let's proceed. Then applications, service, and protocols play different roles in transporting data through the network. As I've said earlier, in this SI model, this is the data flow layers. The physical and the data link are the network access. It is somewhat as you can see, it is the dynamic host configuration protocol. Then the network layer is the internet or POP or post office protocol. It somewhat check what is the best routing process that can a packet go, and the next one is the transport protocol. The transport are somewhat in simple mail transfer protocol. Then as you can see in here, these 3 are already in the application layers or application, the domain name system and the HTTP or the Hypertext Transfer Protocol. In sending a message, the one that should go first is this one, the application, because the application layer is somewhat it is the one who communicates or the process where the application communicate with the end users. Then it will go down in here, the presentation, session, network, data link, physical. Then if you are the one who is receiving, this is the pattern, the 1, 2, 3, 4 until it's 7. If you are the receiving, then after that we will go to the next. The role protocol plays in network. Several message properties can be defined by a protocol. A servers, HCP or dynamic host can be a protocol server, then web server and FTP server farm. Then let's continue. The role of protocols in supporting communications. Then, client and server process in data networks. Client-server models files are downloaded from the server to the client. As you can see here, server it stores the resources on the server, then the client is a hardware or software combination that people use directly. And as in our daily life, we people always use a server client process or model because somewhat we always use Google, and in all the information that is stored in Google are stored in a server like this in the figure. Then we always download or get information about in Google and other things. That's why we always use the server process in data networks. Then proceed to another one. Common application layer services and protocols. Server processes may support multiple clients. As you can see here, it can have a it can support a multiple clients because you just need some switch or other stuff in order to have many clients. Then after that, comparing client-server networking with peer-to-peer networking and peer-to-peer applications. Peer-to-peer applications, client and server in the same communication. Both clients initiate a message and receive a message. So you can see in here, this one is and both clients simultaneously send and receive. The basic example for that is on how are we texting and chatting with each other in some messengers, WhatsApp, and other stuff that you can use in order to communicate or get an instant reply with the other people that you are communicating with. Then features, operation, and use of TCP/IP application layer services. And DNS protocol, the DNS server, then as you can see here, the www.cisco.com has been transferred into an IP address, and the IP address is 198.133.219.25. The client, the DNS server matches the human address with the numeric address. These are the devices use numbers. It somewhat just change the cisco.com into an address. Then after that, HTTP protocol supports the delivery of web pages to the client. HTTP protocol, it just when the client just like type the www.cisco.com, the first thing that the internet will do is he will go for a request a page in the HTTP server. But if the HTTP server doesn't have the cisco.com or the IP address of that, it will request timeout or other stuff that the cisco.com can't be reached. Support email services, the post office protocol and the service mail transfer protocol. And the SMTP or the service mail transfer protocol is used to forward emails. Then the POP or post office protocol is used to deliver emails. Then Telnet protocol, used in examining and managing networks. Telnet provides a way to use a computer connected via the network to access a network device as if the keyboard and monitor were directly connected to the devices. The SMB protocol support file sharing in Microsoft-based network. Then file sharing use the SMB protocol is a client-server request response protocol. Server can make their resources available to clients the networks.